bitchy Hollywood, the cynics tried to write her off as Mrs. Cruise. Then she lost Tom, and the gossips went into overdrive. But just when it looked like her life was a total wreck, Nicole Kidman bounced back. Off-screen, she was feisty, independent, and on-screen, she gave one astonishing performance after another. She's just won the Golden Globe, and next, it's the Oscars. As Leslie Stahl discovered, when it comes to revivals, there's no doubt the winner is Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman, yeah.
I didn't think that I was ever going to have the success that I have now. I'm very surprised. I went in to see my agent the other day. I said, can you believe this? This is kind of like, wow.
Do you think that being Mrs. Tom Cruise in any way hurt your career?
What does it matter? It was, I mean, hurt it. I had a life with him. I spent a decade of my life with him and loved him. Still, will always, you know, I mean, when you spend that amount of time with someone, they are with you. So therefore, when you say, well, does it hurt your career? Who cares? That's what I wanted.
I've read that you put your career on the back burner and allowed his career to be more important to you than your own.
Yeah, of course, though, but he earned way more money than me.
You didn't feel you're being held back?
I don't look at it that way.
You said in that period of time, you can't have it all. But you are. You're having a huge career and you're raising 2 children alone.
Yeah, I am doing it, and I suppose that's why, I mean, I'm tired.
No wonder she's tired. She's made 3 big films back-to-back in the last year, including The Hours, in which you may not recognize her. That's Nicole Kidman, behind that costume nose, playing Virginia Woolf.
Everywhere, I am attended by doctors who inform me of my own interests.
They know your interests.
They do not!
A lot of people have used the word brave to describe you in terms of your career.
I like the word brave. I think when you take on Virginia Woolf, I thought, I can't do this. This isn't me. I don't feel her, I don't look like her, I don't understand her psychology. And then, of course, you go, well, this is why I have to do it.
Nicole Kidman, at 35, has entered the realm of serious actress. She didn't go to the best acting schools. She's more intuitive, but she has been at it for a long time. At 16, she was already making movies in Australia. We surprised her the other day with a video of her early work.
Leslie, you're so awful to do this.
I'd never know that was you.
Save me. I can't even look, please. Let's turn it off now.
Okay, let's turn it off.
This is just awful. I'll cry if I don't laugh.
She thought she was gawky, that her hair was too frizzy, her skin too pale, and overall that she was too tall.
I was teased, really teased.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10½", but I think now maybe I've grown ½ an inch and I'm 5'11".
It's been an issue in her career, going back to her American debut in Days of Thunder. She was afraid that she was too tall to get the part opposite the star, Tom Cruise. She not only got the part, she got the man.
Was it love at first sight? One look?
Not one look, but it was pretty powerful. I fell madly in love, and that was sort of, you know, that was the love of my life, so that was a big thing.
It started good.
Very good.
Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise got married a year after they met. There were rumors that he, and perhaps she too, were gay. Rumors they both denied. Nicole insists theirs was a real marriage.
Love is an emotion that is so compelling and overwhelming and intoxicating and extraordinary, and they write movies and books and songs, and, and we all know why.
During the marriage, she kept up her acting, but often with one-dimensional roles like that of Chase Meridian in Batman.
Well, I wish I could say that my interest in you was purely professional.
It wasn't until 5 years into the marriage that she starred in To Die For, and finally got the chance to show she was more than a pretty face.
You're not anybody in America unless you're on TV. A kiss on the hand. Oh, quite continental, but diamonds.
Moulin Rouge, a pop musical set in the 1900s, surprised everyone by becoming a huge success and earning Nicole her first Oscar nomination.
What have you done with my daughter?
I am your daughter.
Her next movie, The Others, got reviews marveling at her great range and talent. But just as her career was beginning to take off, her private life crashed. After 10 years, Tom Cruise asked for a divorce, saying only, "Nicole knows why." Nicole fell apart.
It was a terrible, terrible time in my life, and a lot of things happened in terms of my health, everything.
You had a
sort of
miscarriage around that
which
same
I don't
time.
even want to talk about, but everything crumbled at the same time, and that's when you go, but if someone else is sitting out there now watching and saying, I don't think I'm going to get through, you can.
Do you blame yourself?
Well, of course, there's two people to blame here. I mean, there's a whole story behind our everything, and it's certainly not for public scrutiny.
But there has been scrutiny and questions about whether Cruise's being a Scientologist was the reason for the breakup. She says, in effect, it wasn't.
My religion is different to that, and my beliefs are different. But in terms of seeing how incredibly good it's been for Tom, loving him and wanting him to have the thing in his life that helps him, you don't stand in the way of that. That's somebody's belief. Does anyone else want coffee?
Her friends say, despite her wealth and fame, Nicole hasn't lost touch with the life the rest of us lead.
Nicole, do you know how to do this? Don't touch it, it's really hot. Do you pull it out? Ooh, okay, you're so brilliant.
Aussie girl. I have a mother and a father who are determined to keep my feet firmly planted on the ground.
As you float up, they're yanking you down? How do they bring you down to earth?
Make me take the garbage out, you know. Tell me that, who do you think you are? Listen, that doesn't fly in this household. You know, I mean, they really are very...
That's so great.
Even with the great roles, the triumphant success, the talk of more and more Oscar nominations, Nicole Kidman admits she's lonely.
Do I want to be alone? No, I would love to have, I would love that. But I feel slightly embarrassed saying it on television. Like some sort of wallflower. It's like, I would love to meet somebody. I'd love to be swept off my feet. I mean, to have those goosebumps and that feeling in your stomach when you just go, oh. You know. Please, that would be fun. That would be lovely.